Hello, 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 people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Code It Live. Welcome one and all. I'm your host, Sam Basu. This is the dotNET Dev Show. Happy Thursday. Let's get some ambient music going, maybe. Let's see. I'm looking at some stations here. Yeah, maybe the chill station is good. Let me know, folks, if my voice audio is good and if the music is just at the right level, because I can tune it up and down. But let's get started. So it's Thursday. It's Maui time, .NET Maui time. So let's kind of pick up from where I left off. And I do this every Thursday, and I've been wanting to, but the downside of travels and conferences picking back up is like it's getting a little harder to kind of maintain every Thursday. So I missed last Thursday. Sorry about that. But just for context, and we're going to pick up from exactly where we left off last time around. But if you had not caught me doing that, so let me. My other article went live today. I got to tweet about that. But this is what I'm trying to do. Okay. Let's see. So every Monday, I have an article that goes live. It's called Sands of MAUI. I'm excited about .NET MAUI, and I think most .NET developers should be. So I try to collect, what the community is doing, whatever is newsworthy. I try to get all of that, like no more than like 5 pieces of information. I put it all together and I publish this every Monday, right? So, stuff for us to catch up over the next 5 working days. And there has been a desire to kind of get this into an app, so you don't have to subscribe to a newsletter. It's just like, it's an app, and we maybe send you a push notification. Chat room is getting filled up. Let's see if I can, if my messaging thing is going to work. Looks like it is. Hey, good friend Dan, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Maui. Good to see you, Dan. So yeah, I'm trying to make an app. Long story short, and I'm going to try to put it on the iOS and app stores. And since Dan is here, we might as well try maybe using some of his cloud services as we, do testing and deployment of our apps. But we got ways to go before we get there. So I'm still in the process of building stuff out, and tooling is a little rough at times, so I had to restart from scratch one time when I started. So let's excuse me, let's pick up from where I left off, right? So this is the app, which is essentially is going to be HTML content, simple app. It's going to show you a list of issues for each week, and then you can tap on it. It's going to show you the details. Likely going to have some push and some UX things that we can add on, but let's get the basics working. So what I did was I went over to Azure, and let me sign in. So then, since the crux of what I'm trying to pull back is essentially almost like a document, so I went with like a document DB. This is Cosmos DB, and I'm not an expert on this at all, so I'm trying to still figure things out. But you can do Gremlin, you can do other types of document type databases and how you look it up. I am sticking with SQL because that's kind of easy and that's what I know. So in my Cosmos backend, what I have is essentially 2 data. I don't want to call it tables, but essentially like containers. So first is the issue list, which is going to be like the list of issues for each. Like the overall list of issues. So here I have like items like 1 and 2, just to kind of start it off, and it's like when was it published and whatever, and then the actual issues is what's gonna hold the HTML, and I'm thinking maybe like a Blazor web view to kind of show that off. So that's the crux of the data, and there is nothing much into it. I haven't put any real data. I just want to hook it up first. Dan is saying, I always hear Cosmos is expensive. Oh, yeah. So I keep staying away from it. Curious how much your monthly credit is going to burn. So far, not too much because I'm not doing anything, but I hear you. I absolutely hear you. Let's see, chat room. Yeah. So okay. So I'm trying to be honest here. So we as Microsoft MVPs get some Azure credits every month. I think it's like $150. And I have like lots of other services running. So far, I haven't hit that limit. And hopefully like additional data doesn't cost a whole lot when I start adding things, but my Cosmos DB is going to be essentially 2 tables. So let's see how it goes. Yeah. So we shall see. So that's my data. And I think where we stopped last week is, I'm going to pull up Visual Studio here. Hey, Samumars saying, yeah, me too. Yeah, I don't know. There are things that Azure offers in terms of optimization, so I might need to get into that if I see that I'm burning through a lot of credits. Close. Okay, so what I did, let's see, is text too small, maybe. Oh, this is VS 2022 preview, by the way. The new bits are coming. They're almost ready. Next week is Visual Studio 2022 launch for Windows and Mac. No, the Mac one is not there yet for Windows. The Mac is coming early next year. Okay, so this is what I wrote just to kind of do a hello world, and then I need to bring this into an app. So this is a console app. The one dependency I have is the Azure Cosmos Nougat package, and I had gone in and I had entered some endpoint URI and my Azure key, which is what I need, right? So beyond that, I can new up a client, I can new up a database, and I can new up the named containers, like I'm after the issue list container. Then I start up, async and await, new up the client, new up the database, the container, and then this is the SQL part of it, and I'm really just copying from their docs. So select start, just give me everything, and console write that we are doing a query. So essentially this is the query, get items and of the type issue list, because we can, issue list here essentially points to the name of the table, or of the type of data object that I'm trying to bring back. Actually, let me rephrase that. So this is my issue list, which is just the name and published. And I have a collection here, so I iterate through that. Read next async is essentially reading the next document in that thing, and then I get it back and I add it to my issue list, right? So if I run this and if everything is working well, let's see where I left it off. Yeah, so you see that hello world. Okay, so it is working. So here, so I put out the console query to say, or console write line to say, I am reading this query, Sands of MAUI issue 1, that's the name of the first document, and then the second one. So key value pair, pretty simple stuff. So this is where we stopped, and no, this is the console app. This was what was working, right? So now let's go to our MAUI app, because I had started one and then we just never got anywhere. So CLI projects, I think, Sands of MAUI. Okay, that's where it is. All right, so let's do terminal. Make things a little bigger. And Sands of MAUI, I think, yeah. So let's bring it up. I'm not the biggest fan of VS Code over VS for Mac, but like this is a dotNET MAUI project, so VS for Mac is going to kind of get very confused over some things. So if we have to add packages and stuff like that, I think it's easier in VS for Mac, but I mean, we can just add, head to CS proj. Okay, so this was the base application. This is like straight out of the project. I haven't done, no, actually we did add the console app line, I think. So MAUI program, create MAUI app, nothing here, use MAUI app, and main page Xaml is just showing the standard dotNET MAUI stuff. Yeah, see, I do remember, like we had added this thing. So in main page, and that's my Azure endpoint, I'm my key. So I have my container, I have my database, but I'm doing this now within an Azure app or within a dotNET MAUI app. and that's my task. Okay, so I don't need Visual Studio anymore here, so let's kill that. We'll be in VS Code for the rest of the time. So that's my query. That's my read and list. Oh, I still have these console write lines. They're not going to do anything, are they? No, there is no console write line in a MAUI app. Yeah, I absolutely hear what Dan is saying here. So please don't do what I'm doing. And there are multiple ways of doing it. So what Dan is saying is what I'm doing that's bad is that stuff. You see that? You shouldn't do that, and you should never check that in. But I'm just starting out. I mean, I am yet to pull this down into a MAUI app. So what Dan is saying is he's got his mobile build tools, which are wonderful. So essentially, your secrets, your Azure keys, should not stay in your code, and they should be in your config, and they should be in a Azure App Secrets thing if you're pushing this to Azure. No, I mean, you're all friends, right? You're all friends. You're not going to steal my keys, are you? It's all right. We can turn it off. Dan Siegel is only a demo. Be a good boy. Oh boy. Yeah, no, it is a demo for now, but I do intend to push this app. I renewed my Apple developer account, which had expired. So I paid Apple that $99 thing that they didn't want. So I am back in business and I'm ready to push apps again. So yes, I will absolutely fix it. Okay, but let's get it working first. Okay, so console write line doesn't make any sense here. Let's see. Oh, this is what I was doing. So once I pull it, so this list of issues is defined up here. Oh, and by the way, you see that in VS Code? Something that I don't like seeing a lot when I'm coding is those like reference counters. Like every time you have a method or a function or whatever, it just tells you or variables like where it's being used. So I turned it off. You just essentially have to turn off code lens for a bit, or maybe the C# extension, and then it doesn't bother you as much. And then you can enable it anytime you want. So what I was trying to do is that's my list of issues. And then this is the default MAUI template. So the counter label is the one where you click on that button and that goes up. And what I was trying to do is, show the count. So in that generic collection, how many did I pull back, right? And I got the issue list here, which we will try to refactor out. So, okay, so I think we can run this. So I will never remember the command, so I always have to go look. .NET MAUI, build your first app. Don't be like me, build it in VS 2022 on Windows. You're so much better off, but for those of us on a Mac, we are still stuck with CLI for now. Let's do Mac Catalyst, because the iOS one takes longer since it has to pull up the iOS simulator and it's a other VM. Mac Catalyst is just your own. Okay, so let's see if this will build. Ooh, lots of yellow. What is all this yellow? System threading. Oh, maybe I should have done a... Well, the build should do a .NET Restore, I think. What happened to my background music? Why is it so chill? It's playing, it's just very light in the background. There you go. Let me know, folks, if you want the music louder or softer. Okay, it built. Did it? Oh, there it is. Okay, it builds. So out comes a Mac desktop application, which is through Mac Catalyst. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention for this stream, I have had, so you're looking at my Mac desktop here, right? But I am using a Windows machine as my streaming machine, and the way the Windows machine captures my desktop is through a little magical device called a video capture card. And I've had the Elgato. Hold on, now the music is a little too loud for me. Pull it back a little bit. So I've had the Elgato HD60 for like 2-3 years now, and it was like it was just giving up on me. So I have a new HD60S Plus, which is I think like $20 more, but it has like the plug and play and the I think they call it like QVC support. So hopefully that works. You have music, don't hear it at all on this side. Really? Okay. How about now? Hopefully. Okay, so back to this. We have a Mac Catalyst application. It is essentially iOS, and nope. No music? I'm hearing it. How about other folks? Do you folks not hear any music from me? Like my desktop audio meter is going. What the heck? What? Let's change up the PlayStation maybe? I am definitely hearing music. Oh, actually, hold on. Maybe it's just in my ears because I'm not outputting it. Desktop audio. How about now? And now maybe I can tone it back a little bit. I hear it faintly, just the high notes. No, you don't want just my voice. Maybe now. No music. That's sad. Ninguna music. What does Ninguna mean? Sorry, a little still faint here. It might be from outside my house. Oh, go on. All right, now music and my mic are at the same level. Still nothing. Come on. All right, hold on. Audio settings. It's on every track, every channel. Monitor and output. Oh, hold on. It's using it switched my it switched the output on me. Hopefully now you hear it. It's a little bit like piano wouldn't be a developer stream if there wasn't an issue to solve. Yes. Okay, looks like I got chickens, which means you can't hear music. Yeah, it switched the output. Like on my Windows machine, I have like a couple of sound drivers. It had switched the output, so hopefully now you hear it. You're hearing piano in your head. Yeah, it is like a soft piano. Okay, hopefully that's good, right? Let's move on. Okay, we have a MAUI app, but when you click on this button, let's see, what did I say? It should bring back the count. So it should have actually run this by now. Wait. Oh, so this is bad. See, this one here is a task, so it should be done on an await, but I think the last time I left it, like it's just doing it straight up like on that same thread. But anyways, it should have actually run this. So click me 2. Oh no, 2 is right. 2 is right. Because 2 is what I have. Like it's counting the number of issues here, right? So I think it's 2. We can try this out because we didn't get any more things back out of it. What else can we do? So it's got the list of issues. Can I do, no, not that. Can I do 1? And then will it know? Like I'm grabbing the second one. I have to cast it. Okay, we can fix that. Hold on, let's go back to that. Why don't we say this? It's an issue list. Test issue equals a list of issues 0. Does that work? Because it is an issue list, right? So okay. So now we can say test issue dot. It doesn't give me IntelliSense. Why not? Name. Oh, there you go. It did. Just didn't prompt me on the dot. Okay, let's try this. So now hopefully we're trying to get the name out of it and really checking, because I can't debug this very easily with it being a MAUI app, so we are a little bit in the dark. I mean, I can do some debugging in VS Code, but I don't have that extension that you need. Rocket Devrel is saying that green is fire. Which green is fire? Blue, green, whatever the color is. I'm confused. Are you talking about me? Or the blue at the bottom? I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. But hey, good to see you, Rocket Devrel. Let's see. Saying hi to you. Lots of love. Okay. What did we say? Okay, this test issue name. Okay, let's run this. Let's run this again. Mac Catalyst build. Let's go that. Your theme. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Mac Catalyst build. Let's do this. I don't know why I have so many exceptions on system threading. What is it that you don't like? A resolved as dependency of Sands of MAUI, Xamarin iOS. Oh, this maybe has something to do with like the Xamarin iOS version. The Mac Catalyst is using 15. Okay. All right, here we go. Click. Oh, there it is. Yay! So we did make the call to Azure Cosmos, right? And we pulled back those two issues, and here it is, the name of the first issue. Okay, it is working. So my biggest worry was, you see in here, and I can't show you this very easily because like VS Code doesn't show the Nougat packages very easily. But here's my CS proj, okay? In here is this little guy, okay, which is the Azure Cosmos Nougat package, right? And if you look at my runtime, it is .NET 6 because it's a MAUI app, and this Nougat package is meant for .NET 4 and 5. I wasn't even sure like it'll work for .NET 6, but it does. Okay, so because like without that we can't even make a call, so we're good. Okay, so we now have a way to make a service call and bring our things back. So now I think we can actually start. Oh, first time chat. Clan Rivals will do it live. Oh, welcome. I don't know if it's showing me the right thing, but it's telling me like this is the first time you are doing a chat with me, maybe. So welcome. Yeah. I don't know if you're new to Twitch or new to the channel, maybe, but welcome anyways. Yeah, we'll do it live. We fail live. We love to fail. And you see all of the struggles that are real. Okay, so how about we now start putting this into a nicer, yeah, I love to fail too. Failure is how we learn. Clan Rival says, correct, your stream was suggested and your channel name reminded me of a meme. Oh. I'm interested that you what meme you reminded you of. We are big into chickens in this channel. So hold on, I got lots of like chicken things I can do. Like there's that one chicken. This is the corporate chicken, or no, the corporate guy running from the big chicken. I got a chicken dance. Yeah, we're all about chickens. And if you are like if you are lonely like on a Saturday night or something, there's one thing I can send you to. Now you're gonna just see my channel, which is not good. What is it called? Eva, if you're in the chat room, help me out. Chicken Life, I think. Yeah, Our Chicken Life. There you go. No, not that one. Where is the thing? Our chicken life. Okay, so this is actually yeah, our chicken life. So this is actually a stream, a live stream from I think it's a farm in Utah, and it's amazing because like they have these cameras and you can see chickens doing their thing all day long. It's just so funny, and you can actually they have things like if you drop like certain things, they can actually feed the chicken. So they have a lot of things automated. It is hilarious and just like such a time kill to watch these things go. But yeah, we're big into chickens on this channel, so welcome. Okay, corporate chicken, turning it off, and the chicken dance is still on. There you go. Too many chickens. All right, sorry to digress. Back to this, the most innovative coop. Yes. Okay, so I want to show a list, and I don't obviously want to do it in main page. I want to change things up. So what I want to bring in is a list view. And does Maui have a list view? Hold on. No, .NET Maui list of UI controls. I don't. Well, maybe they do have a list view. Like that's their doc. I don't know if they list out like this doc is under construction, so they've been moving a lot of their UI from like renderers to handlers, which is the new architecture. I'll have to go look, but I'm going to be biased and do the thing that I know how to do. That is grab a list view from our UI. So this is Telerik UI for Maui, and in there is a list view. I am pretty sure we have a list view. Editors, components. Where's my list view? .NET Maui list view. Okay. So that's what I want. I want a list of my Maui issues, and then you can go do other things like a master detail page. So that's what I want to grab. Okay. Getting started, let's make this bigger because I'm going to need this doc. Red list view, we need a namespace. Okay, so we need to bring this in first, right? So if you want to play around, like when you go and download, like this is all in a public preview, so you can download the bits, you can play around with all the UI, and in there is an SDK app. So let me show you. I think I have it installed, the latest bits, or maybe not the latest bits, because we are pushing out a new one next week to go with .NET MAUI Preview 10. But this should be the last one, maybe progress. So you see, like things are getting a little serious. This is like semantic versioning now. 0.001. I think this is 0.1. So we're getting close. So in here is that examples app SDK, and in here are all the binaries for Android, iOS, or other platforms. And that Nougat package is what I need to grab that stuff. Okay. So I'm going to grab this guy. Because like I can bring it in through the Nougat package, but like VS Code, it's just easier to just bring it in and do a .NET restore. So copy that, okay? And then let's go over to our Sands of MAUI project. Platforms, yeah, let's make a new folder here. We're just going to give it a local package. Dan is going to not stop until we do the right thing. Yes. We will. Dan, do you have documentation that you can point us to for the chat room? Like what does that mean, and how do we? It's got to do with how we bring in the namespaces. So yes, that's a very good thing for us to do, and I've been telling our PMs. So we'll get it done. But please do share for the chat room, Dan, what you're talking about. Packages, paste. Okay, so there's my nupkeg, is what I call it. Nupkeg, my Nougat package. but I need some more things, I think. Because I've done this before. Because one issue we have is when we go into the CS proj here, so I'll need to add a reference here first. But then when I deploy the app, just the way the linkers are set up, they do the tree shaking, and they try to not include things that you're not using. And sometimes it just like drops references to packages that you have just used because like the tooling is catching up. So I think I need to add something in there. So let me pull up another CS proj where I have done this, and I'm going to copy some things from it. And this is true for like any other like Nougat packages you want to bring on. This, I want this to bring in Telerik UI from Maui. Where is that? Okay. Cosmos. I don't need another item group. I just need the package reference. Control X, that. All right. So now I have that. But there's a magic thing I had to do before. This one here. I don't know exactly what the syntax is, but essentially what it's saying is, hey, if you're running on .NET 6, do SDK only, which means like don't drop the packages or don't drop the DLLs, even if they're not referenced. So include that in the package. So I'm going to copy that. Oh, and yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping to see, Dan. Thank you for that. Thanks for the follow. What is flop? Oh, wait, I can't highlight a URL. Hold on. No, it won't let me highlight a URL, but in the chat room, you can see what Dan is talking about. That's the URL. That talks about how you bring in namespaces and custom schemas. Guess you'll have to click on it and show the web page. Yes, but chat room is in a different computer, right? So we have like cross computer things. I can pull it up. Okay, chat room. That one. There we go. Xaml custom namespace schemas and Xamarin forms. So types in a library can be referenced in Xaml by declaring a Xaml namespace with the namespace declaration specifying the CLR namespace. An alternative approach is to define the custom namespace schema that maps to one or more CLR namespaces. So essentially, instead of doing multiple namespaces for each one, we do the XML namespace definition attribute, takes two arguments, which is the XML namespace argument and the CLR namespace. And you do that once on a per assembly level, I think. And then you don't have to keep doing it for every page. So yes, definitely cleaner architecture, definitely the way to go. So share mouse, copy from one page to another. It's what I do all day long. Yes. Okay. And I have brought this up to our folks, our engineering folks. I think they had said something about the way like the way the configuration works and how they want to do it. But I mean, this is definitely cleaner. So I'll bring it up again, Dan. I promise. Okay, so back to this. I was going to include that one line, and the target framework, the Windows one is off. That's fine. That so SDK only is what I need. mtouch. So that's for the linker. Okay. So now I should have. No, wait. I still need to add the reference to the package itself because it's a local package, right? I think I put it just here. No, not there. Where's my project? Sands of MAUI packages, right? So how does it pick it up? No, actually I need to go here. Let me look this up as well. How did I make it pick up packages that are local? And it's in the, so I need to drop a Nougat config maybe. Other, sure. Sublime, open it up. Yeah, okay, so this is what I need. So I need to drop a Nougat package so I can point. I don't think it needs any of this .NET 6 stuff because it's already knowing to pull it back. Yeah, Dan is giving us more examples of how he does it with Prism. Thank you. And I'll bookmark those things, Dan, so I can read up more and I can pass it along. But this is essentially what I need for it to grab my stuff out of the packages. Okay, so let me do a local Nougat config. Not that. Go in here. Actually, I can just copy and paste that, right? I hope. Sands of MAUI. Just paste. Okay, so now if I go in here, I should have packages directory there. That has my Telerik Nougat package, and then where's my Nougat gone? Platforms. There is Nougat config. Okay. I don't think we need any of this. So delete that for now. I just need it to point to my local packages. All right, let's do a test. With that so far, can I do a .NET restore? It's thinking. I don't know. Does it look like it figured it out? Let's run it again. Ooh, more errors. Did you folks, are you folks able to hear the background music now? I don't think we heard a yay or an a. Okay, Sam Mars is asking, okay, this is a good question. Can I compile a Catalyst project on Windows? Okay, I will answer that in just a second. Okay, so looks like the app is good. Okay, no, we're still good. So we didn't actually use the Nougat package that we brought in, but at least it didn't like puke all over the place with a local package reference. So we're good. Okay, so Samomars, to answer your question, this is a .NET MAUI project, right? And this is the new SDK style project. So you'll notice like the CS proj is fairly clean. It's just running on .NET 6. And in here are your platforms. So now it's truly a single project, and it's not like in Xamarin Forms you used to have like one shared project, which is a .NET standard library, and then you had to have platform specific projects for iOS, Android, Windows, whatever. Now it's just one project, and it's multi-targeting, so the build system is smarter to know that what platform you're building for. So when I go do a build for here, let me show you this. The same build that we did for Mac Catalyst is actually not a Mac Catalyst project. We're just saying, hey, go build for Mac Catalyst. I think, in fact, this might be a good test. Let's run it on iOS. So the project doesn't need to change, right? Let's go run this on iOS, and I can run this on Windows, and I can run this on Android. It's the same project, right? So that's the beauty of a single project with .NET MAUI. So no changes to your project. Wait a second. Foolish Nabble is here. Hey, Fool, good to see you. Let's see. Foolish Nabble, that's for you. Good to see you, my friend. You have your own background music. Why can you not hear my background music? That makes me sad. Okay, so we are back to answering this question here, whether it's a Mac Catalyst build. and hopefully I can prove that it's not a Mac Catalyst build, it's the same build for iOS and Android. Okay, so there you go. So what this is doing is now taking the same project and building it for iOS and finding the default iOS simulator, that being iPad mini on my machine, iOS 15. Thank you for the follow, dreaded Drast, I think. Yeah, thank you. So let's see if this will work, because like we haven't done anything platform specific, obviously. So this should give us the same project, right? And do a click. Okay, there you go. So now you have an iOS app running on an iPad or an iPhone that is looking up the same Cosmos DB query that I just did. So the point is, it's the same app, right? So it's not what I did was like a Mac Catalyst build. It's not specific to any particular platform. Okay. All right, where are we? I am sad that you can't hear my music. Womp womp. Let's try. Okay, changing the music station. Give me a second. I'm looking at my mixer here. It is meant to output my desktop audio. I hear it in my ears. I'm completely confused why you don't hear it. No, that's going to mute it out entirely. Desktop audio. Monitor and output. Is it still the which one it's grabbing, which output it's playing on? How about now? It should be playing on the right audio track. One line is saying I had to change my default output on Windows to something else, then back to the intended one. Ah! Like I see the audio meter going, like it recognizes my desktop audio. Why do you not hear it? Because my voice is not so soothing that I can keep you entertained while I'm coding. Why do you not hear my music? Let's change it one more time, okay? One last time. Speaker, I'm doing a Realtek audio speaker, digital output, that is the one. Yeah. Womp womp. Okay. I don't know what else to switch around. I hope that fixes it. Like I see it in my mixer, but I just don't know why it's not outputting today. All right, it is what it is. You're stuck with my my voice. Change it to something else, then back to Realtek digital output. That's what I did. One line, if I'm saying that right. So yeah, not sure. Okay. Back to this. CSproj, we did the mtouch, we brought in the references, so things are working, and I'm glad the Nougat package thing worked out, because like I didn't have to add just one line is fine. Okay, good to know. Good to know one line. Okay, so we're good, right? We're good with the Nougat package. Well, we actually haven't used any of the Telerik stuff yet, so let's try doing that. Yeah, I don't need the simulator. I like running it on Mac Catalyst. I think the builds are a little quicker. So I don't need this anymore. Sublime can go away. But what I do need now is to actually bring stuff in. So I can show the list of things in a list view. Hold on, is there a blip on Twitch? No, I think we're still good. Yeah. Mute that tab. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Let's do this. Now, we're going to actually get a little serious about how we do things, because not everything can just remain in main page, right? Okay, Sands of MAUI. Now, let's do a models, and let's do view models and views, and let's do views. Okay. now in my views, well, that issue list that I declared here doesn't belong here, so I need to move that out. So in my, that is most likely a model, right? And I'm kind of venturing into MVVM style design pattern without using a framework yet. And Dan is in the room or somewhere here. Dan is the maintainer for Prism, which is wonderful. I don't have a need for it yet, but if I do need to, I will absolutely bring it in. Because like this is super simple what I'm doing. Okay. Let's see, models, there's nothing in it, new file, let's call it issue list.cs. All right. Ooh, that looks bad. No, I need to have namespaces and other things, which is what we'll fix it. We'll fix it. What is, I need the namespace. Let's keep it all together in that namespace. Yeah. What happened to indentation? There we go. Using system. May not need it, but okay. So that's my class now. Issue list. What else? And we want a view. We'll get to. So we'll likely have. Well, we need to have a thing for the services, right? So we should not be putting in the Azure Cosmos code in the view model. So let's say services, and in services, we are going to create a new file called Cosmos service.cs. Okay, so this is where we want to do all this stuff, all the fun stuff. Oh, come on. Where am I? Copy that. Okay, namespace. What? My Apple Watch is saying time to stand up. No, I cannot stand up right now. Ah, good friends here. Curious Drive. How are you, sir? I am hanging out. I'm doing okay. Good to see you. Good to see you, Curious Drive. Okay. What else? What was I doing? Sands of MAUI. That's my namespace. Curious Drive is saying I'm doing good. Excited for .NET 6 release next week. Yes. So this is actually something we should all be excited about. You know, the .NET space has been a little too exciting of late with some of the things that have gone by, but there are good things coming next week with .NET Conf. .NET 6 release is coming out. Lots of love in Blazor, WebAssembly, lots of tooling updates, VS 2022. So yeah, lots to be looking forward to. .NET Conf should be really good. 2 days of content from all the Microsoft folks, and then 1 full day of community speakers. So it should be really good. It's a long 72-hour stream essentially, and I'm actually trying to help out a little bit. So I'll be one of the kind of hosts behind the scenes, and there are like 10 other hosts who are trying to help. So Curious Drive, yay. So .NET MAUI is not shipping as a GA. It's going to be a preview 10 most likely, and in fact, like they've had a code freeze. It's done for next Tuesday, so it's the next iteration. So yes, I mean the runtime and all of those things are pretty much baked into .NET now. It's the tooling that is catching up. And yeah, don't even mention hot reload for now. But yes, it's coming. Oh, and our good friend Ed is here to troll me. Hey, I'm not the Maui man. None of my Maui stuff builds most of the time. You need my help to run Maui on desktop? Sure. Well, I'm running Maui right here on desktop, and actually this is good. So Ed, I want to bring in some HTML down from a Cosmos service, and I want to stick it into a Blazor web view and see how that goes. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Curious Drive, no, Dan Siegel is saying whole .NET team is looking at building .NET 7. Yeah, very true. Oh no, Fool Schnabel, this is big time trolling. It is Android only. Well, Android and iOS are given, right? We are trying to reach the desktop, Windows and Mac, and that's where the tooling really needs to catch up. Okay, all right. Back to stuff here. I got my Cosmos service and a whole bunch of junk here in main page Xaml that I don't want to use. So let's move stuff off. Let's move stuff off of here. Ed Sherman is saying not on my machine, it's actually Android only. No, it's supposed to work. Just get on the dark side. On a Mac, you just don't have Visual Studio. You're not stuck with the templates. You are forced to use CLI, and some of the tooling I think is actually still better on CLI than it is on other stuff. Okay. Cosmos service, it's going to have those two things, and we're going to grab all of this stuff, which I shouldn't be showing. I understand, but you're all friends, and I'm not using secrets yet, so everything is out. I never actually initialized this class. So public class Cosmos service. There. Okay, and then all of this stuff can actually go inside. Wait, hold on. Chat room, you're being funny. I need to see what you're saying. Why is my indentation so off? Move that over. And this whole thing needs to be moved over here. Okay. What are you saying? Hey, Jens Wosti. Okay. So this is where things get funny. So many things. Okay. So what Jens Wosti is saying is if you have an M1 Mac, things are a little different because .NET 6 is, I think they resolved a lot of the issues, that it's fine on M1, but the build tooling for .NET MAUI, if you're on an M1 Mac, I've heard people have issues with it. Yes, very true. Ed is saying, why not Entity Framework? Because what I'm doing is like really simple. I can just make one call and get the JSON down. So I didn't feel the need, but maybe you can convince me that I do need. Yes, Dan Siegel is saying my indentation is off because I wasn't in a class. Yeah, okay. All good so far. All good. Oh, I see what you're saying. None of this was in the class. I thought I just fixed it. Oh no, this class ended right here. Hang on. No, this needs to end after this guy. There you go. But now it's not auto-fixing it. Okay, hold on. That goes over there. And this goes over. Okay. So now we have the Cosmos service, and let's new up a new thing in my view. See, VS Code, I don't know if it's going to actually see on VS Code, like I can add a new Xaml view, which gives me a Xaml CS by default. I don't know if it will do that. So I might have to manually add it. So issue list is where I want to go. .xaml. Does it add the CS if I do this? No, it doesn't add the CS. All right. XAML.cs. Okay. Pokeballs. That's a fun name. Is Google Formatter available for CS? I use it for each save for Java programming. Google Formatter. You shouldn't need it, hopefully, because the C# formatting is kind of built in. Oh, you know what? You know what I have turned off? Because it was bugging me. This C# extension, I have it disabled, so it's not recognizing half of my C# things. Because it was trying to show me too many references, and I was just like, I want to see my code, not all of the code lengths and all the IntelliSense stuff, so I had it disabled for now. So it's not showing me all this stuff. Okay, hold on. My Twitch stream on the other computer freezes up for some reason. Thank you for the follow. Okay, where are we? So we need main page. We need that partial class, and we need all of this stuff. Okay, so let's go to issue list here. Oh, this is painful to hand do all of this. So this is going to be my issue list. Actually, this is not good. Issue list view, because like my actual thing is called the issue list. So let's rename this. Rename. Oh, see, now it actually picks up. No, it doesn't actually pick up. I thought it would. Rename. There we go. Okay, so issue list view, and no, that's the issue list. I don't want that. Issue list XAML. Okay. So what do I need? I need to just make it at and content page. Let's grab that. So we are just going to switch it up to make it a new content page that we can bring in our stuff. Okay, now it's not called main page, it's called issue list view. I don't need the background color for now, just that it's an empty page. Okay, and what else do I need here? This one's not gonna like any of that. Thank you for the follows. There. And I don't need any of this stuff for now. Definitely don't need. I think the MAUI essentials I might need. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Okay. Full Schnabel is saying, I just want to see my code. I say that a lot. OFC, I have everything turned off. Also, don't touch my code. I want to parenthesis. I type it. Yeah, I'm with there. There are times when, you know, of course, IntelliSense and everything is super helpful, but you just want to see your code sometimes. Just like don't mess with it. I know where things are off. I will add it myself. But yeah, I mean, the extensions definitely help. Okay, so at this point, I should be able to go back and do a build. I think. Let's do .NET Restore again. Projects are up. I don't want the iOS build. Let's do the Mac Catalyst build. No. The namespace, Sands of MAUI, already contains a definition of an issue list. I know, I fixed it. Oh, I didn't fix it. Hold on. I need to comment out all of this stuff. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want this. Don't want this. So what I was trying to say is, hey, you have defined an issue list here, but then it's also in this separate class. Okay, so everything is turned off now. And this one. All right. So now you shouldn't have anything else. Can you do the build now? Yeah. Okay, let me read the chat room here. Dan Siegel is enjoying how slow VS is. Okay, full Schnabel. Yes, this is right. It is not by intention. I want to actually fix it because it is yellowish. Because I'm using a different capture card. It's a new capture card, so the colors are a little off. But I was telling this earlier on stream. I had an old Elgato HD60. So you're looking at my Mac desktop, but my streaming machine is a Windows machine, and the way, like, the connection between the two is through a video card. And my older Elgato was just like giving up over and over again. So I got the new HD60S Plus, which is like $20 more, but it's got like some extra support for plug and play. So it's a new custom, not custom, but it's a new video card, and the colors are a little off. So I will fix it. VS is pretty okay for me, but I have disabled as much automatic stuff. Yeah, I hear you. Okay, we still have errors. Oh no, what is this error? clang++. Oh, I'm already past 11. Okay, no, I don't have a hard stop today. I can keep going a little bit more. Okay, now I'm getting other errors. Okay, hold on. Let's turn off everything and see what is it that's causing my error. There's nothing. There's absolutely nothing else in here. And main page Xaml has everything turned off. Well, I can turn off all of this stuff because I don't need that there and anymore. Okay, now what? Now you should build. Oh, Aztec Consulting. Same shirt. Hold on. Yes, I actually have this shirt in 3 different colors. I have the white, which never looks good unless you are in your teens. And I have it in the coffee color as well. So this is the using Maui shirt. Yes, it's a good one. And good to see you, Aztec Consulting. QoS Drive. Yes. So this might be not something most of you are into, but growing up in other parts of the world, like in India, we are into cricket, and this is the World Cup is on, and here the World Cup really means like all of the world participates. US is actually doing better. US cricket team is doing better and better. Like we beat Canada and Mexico every day now, but not quite on the world stage. Like this is like the top 12 teams in the world compete for the World Cup, so we're not quite there yet. Yeah. So yeah, I've been following a little bit. Wait, do we still have errors? Why? What is clang++ exited with code? What does that even mean? What did I do to make you so angry? It can't be in the Cosmos service. Everything is turned off. Is it? Something is off maybe with the issue list. Hold on. Let me delete that. Yeah. Delete. Okay, now there is nothing. Do a build. How did you stop building? My ambience music is actually nice in my ear. It's too sad that none of you can hear it. I don't know what's going on. Like it's outputting to a different sound card. And I have done the trick of changing it back to something else and then moving it back again. Nobody can hear it, which is weird. Yeah. No, something is off. This is a different type of error. What does clang++ exited with code even mean? Because it's not my code. That's the issue. Oh no. Linker. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I'm not trying to build a C++ project. That's 2013, that's a long time back. Foolish Navel is saying it's C-Clang. Are you compiling C++ code? No, I'm not. It's like C# failed to compile. There are like 1 million reasons you can get this error. Yeah. What did I do, Visual Studio? There is nothing. Okay, I'm going to turn this off as well. There is absolutely nothing you're compiling. Why are you failing? Okay, so Cosmos service has everything turned off. Main page Xaml has nothing. Let me clear everything out. Let me clear this out because like this has been moved over. Let me clear that out. Now it's just default to whatever it was in the default template. There's absolutely nothing in main page XAML anymore. There is no reason for you to fail. Okay. Perhaps there are some C++ libs in the MAUI issues. No, it was compiling just fine, and now it doesn't. So let me clean up everything. Now it is the regular thing. Okay, save everything. Let's do a fresh .NET restore. Tooling is still, bothersome sometimes. Like it'll build sometime the same project, then it won't build again. Come on, build. Okay, that's a great comment in the chat room. I do want to answer that. Okay, hold on for just a second while I see if it's building. No, it's not building. I don't know. Okay, let's break this down. We're going to digress because this is a good question. So pondering permanence, that's actually good, really good handle. I like it. That's a good question. You want to be excited about .NET MAUI, but you are pondering, is it going to be yet another UI framework? Yes and no. I think as far as technologies and stacks move, like for a UI framework to be having a shelf life of 5 to 10 years is actually pretty darn good. If you are something like WinForms or WPF, you have had like 15 years, 20 years, which is really long, and those things still work on .NET 5 and .NET 6. So I get the frustration, absolutely. On the desktop story, on the Microsoft stack has been convoluted, and you have had way too many things come and go. We did WinForms, then we did WPF, then we did Universal Windows Platform, UWP. Now let's do WinUI. Now let's do .NET MAUI. So I completely get where you're coming from. My 2 cents is this should have a longer shelf life than most other things, because it is essentially Xamarin Forms, right? And Xamarin Forms is meant for iOS or Android, and so your mobile stack is covered. And .NET MAUI is the de facto way for you to build cross-platform apps on .NET moving forward. Now, the thing that MAUI, I think, does well compared to other stacks is the way it reaches the desktop. It's not doing anything out of ordinary. It's actually depending on 2 very standard things. So it reaches Windows through WinUI, which again is the latest stack that's here to stay, and it reaches Mac through Mac Catalyst, which is the Apple approved way of taking your iOS apps, your UI kit, and making the bridge over to AppKit. So it's not doing anything out of ordinary to reach the desktop, and I think that's what should give it the shelf life that you need. So is .NET MAUI going to be something you are going to use 10 years from now? I don't know. I don't think anybody can know, but we have used Xamarin Forms for like 7-8 years now, so it should have a good shelf life. Oh, Dan. I said all of that, and Dan says, I've heard that before. Yes. It's true. I'm not going to argue that it's true. We are sitting on stacks of things, but look at Google, look at Apple. I mean, every tech company is sitting on stacks of things they have killed. Perhaps the churn is a little too much on the Microsoft and the desktop stuff, so I completely get that. Hopefully this has a longer shelf life, and if Xamarin Forms is to be an indicator, we have had Xamarin Forms for 7 years now, and it's going fine. So this being the .NET way of going cross-platform, hopefully it sticks longer. Let's see. Tofu Lock, that's a good name too. In theory, MAUI is great. However, it doesn't get the adoption due to poor marketing. It doesn't compete with the React. Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely on point. So there is a lot of competition, and a lot of the things we see with hot reload being taken away from the CLI, and now it's being put back, is people have options now, and people are comparing this to React Native. People are comparing this to Flutter. And honestly, the .NET team has had to catch up a lot, like the inner dev loop and the tooling working across desktop and mobile. There is a lot of work to be done, and yeah, they don't help their cause at times, but they're trying. It's all open source, and I know a lot of folks on the .NET team, and so does Dan. They're good folks. They're really trying to do the right thing. Whether it sticks or not, marketing wise, that's something time will tell. They do have a lot of marketing muscle, but at the end of the day, for developers, it's the tooling, and it's how easy it is, how much churn there is to it. Yeah. So all of that is true. And sorry, we completely digressed from my code not building, because this is a great conversation. I don't think MAUI itself is going anywhere. It's them supporting successful mobile platforms and bringing the yeah. Here's the thing, and we have had this conversation in the last several weeks. The money-making machines are obviously Office and Azure, and in some ways, like Windows is slowly crawling back. The reality is, and this is going to sound really bad, particularly for you, Dan. The reality is, it's hard to monetize open source, right? If you look at Microsoft and just .NET MAUI, if you take away everything else, then somebody's got to keep the lights on, right? So some things have to make them money, and it's true for like every company, right? So I don't blame them for the fact that Azure and other things are their money-making machines, but they are sticking to their promise of keeping .NET and the tooling open source and free for everyone to use. So yeah, we shall see. Tofu Lock is saying, yeah, on point. .NET is an awesome ecosystem. Yeah. A lot of younger developers think it's older. Yes, that is absolutely on point, and that's exactly the perception they're trying to fix, because if you're out of school, like think of how easy it is to kind of get started with React Native or Flutter or Node. They want that .NET tooling to be the same way. It should be easy, and you should have all of the tools to successfully build and deploy your apps. And like Visual Studio will always be the richest experience, dev experience. And Visual Studio also, like Community Edition, which is free, gets you a lot down the line. Where like teams and enterprises pay for licensing, that's a separate story. It's a lot more feature rich. Like individual developers, like if I'm just out of college and if I just want to use Visual Studio, it's free. I don't need to pay. But where teams and other things pay is for other features. So yeah, Tofulok absolutely on point. They're trying to make this low barrier to entry. Yeah. And Dan, yeah. I couldn't pay rent with what I get from GitHub sponsors, and I'm probably one of the most successful. Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And we all have a responsibility to support open source, but it's just it's difficult to monetize, right? It's just very difficult. And on top of that, like people have expectations, like they will get nasty on the issues because they're trying to get support for something in open source which somebody's maintaining out of the goodness of their heart, right? So it's just not not fair at times. Yeah, I get it. Okay, so I am stuck with CLang++ exiting. Why Maui? What did I do to hurt you? There's just nothing in here. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna try this. Okay, let me get rid of everything then. What is it that's causing you so much grief? I have nothing here other than main page, and I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna close this. Okay, just do a build for me, will you? CLI projects. I think it's called Sands of MAUI. Why does it not build? Let's get let's do the iOS build. Our good friend Salt is here. I don't know, like I always call you Chris, but I feel like other team members on my team just call you Salt. Maybe I should start calling you Salt. Yeah. Okay, build fine, iOS build. Yeah. Sponsor Connect. Yeah, it was Alyssa, our good friend and my colleague. She calls you Salt, which is not a bad name. Okay, see, the iOS build works. What the heck? Now my Mac Catalyst build is not working. Yeah, so the default thing was fine. What's wrong with my Mac Catalyst build here? Well, I actually cleaned out everything now. So we have to re-add those things back, which is fine. Oh, Guy? We are talking about Guy? Like which Guy? You guys or Guy as in Guy Royce? There's a guy named Guy in Columbus, Ohio, a good friend of ours. Wonderful human being. Looks like Hagrid. Big man with big white beard. Totally adorable human being. Yeah. You folks are having fun. Marzipan? Marzipan used to be the code name for Mac Catalyst for some time. Okay, it is Mac Catalyst that is failing, and I have no clue why. What the heck? I have to do an iOS build now and not do Mac Catalyst build? Why? I have no idea. Okay. So, where did we stick? So, fine, we'll do an iOS build. We still have the local packages. CSproj, we still have MAUI, we still have Azure Cosmos. Yeah. Now I got rid of everything, so I have to add things back. See, the thing with using VS Code is not getting some of the boilerplate stuff that Visual Studio throws in. Yeah. Curious Drive adds here. Yeah, this is work. I don't know. It is work. Yeah, but we're having fun. I'm like Ed's. I know Ed and Salt and those folks are heading out to Connect Tech next week, so that should be a fun time. Us getting like there's light at the end of the tunnel. We are starting to see people in person again. So people are driving truckloads of money to people. I see. Okay. Back to what was failing. My issue list here is still fine. Yes. Come on. Well, I don't need VS for Mac. I just need to copy that piece of Azure code. Sorry, folks. I have not been able to make much progress today, but we have had some good conversations. It's all good. Where is my Cosmos test? I need to bring that stuff over, and this one here, open it in Sublime. All right. And let's go here. No, I need to capture all of this stuff first because I do need that. Wait, Dan and yeah, I am making progress. It's just slow progress. Hold on, I'm making progress. I just didn't know, like, it was just my Mac Catalyst build that was failing. I thought, like, I had done something wrong, but no. All right. Let's, yeah, see? It's not all a straight line. I'm going round and round. Okay, that's all my stuff. And now I need these two things back in. There. Should I have a... I don't need a... I don't need a constructor, do I? Not that we're going to pass anything into it. I'm just going to new it up. No, it's fine. Oh, and see, this is what is better now, and I think I should try using some of this. So you know how. Thank you for the follow. This is the MAUI startup thing, right? And one thing that is kind of built in here is the way we register our dependencies. DI is kind of built in, so I don't have to new up most things. And maybe that's the next step. Like once I get the code to work, I will clean it up. So it's just good practice to kind of have constructors where you are passing in the thing that you depend on, so you're not having hard references everywhere. Like from my view model, from my model where I want to use the Cosmos service. Like, what if tomorrow I want to change up the backend to something else? I shouldn't be instantiating the Cosmos service. But next steps. First step is just getting things to work. Okay, so I've now added the Cosmos service back in. Can I do a build, or is it going to break again? Okay, I'm not doing the Mac Catalyst build because I don't know what's off. iOS build. Why am I? And okay, so chat room, you still can't hear any background music, can you? Because then I'll just turn it off because it's just playing in my ear for my own good. I can turn it off. Oh, you can. Ah, damn it. Damn it. Okay, now we're back. Thank you, Eva and Salt. All right. We are back and things are working and things are not breaking all over the place. All right, so we're back to our views. So we have the Cosmos service and we have the issue list here. Where was that? Issue list is here, and since it's the same namespace, I think Cosmos service was fine picking it up as the issue list here. Yeah, right there. So, yeah, I should probably have it up here. And yeah, so that's good. Now we can, okay. Oh, I wanted to get the Telerik list view in. Yeah, okay. Everything cannot be called issue. I hate to call this view, but it is what it is. Because my main class is called issue list. Oh, chat room. Ed, who needs enemies when you have friends like this? Yeah. Thanks. I'm so glad I kept you on. All right. See, this is the thing that is like frustrating because I can't just add a Xaml view. I have to add it by hand. Okay. And let's copy the content page again. So much of redoing because I just didn't know what I was failing the build on. All I want is this to fire up as a new view so I can bring in a list view. Okay, don't need that right now. Go. There we go. Okay, and my Xaml is empty. I need to do at least that. Namespace is that, and we're going to call this the issue list view content page. There. I don't need anything here. Okay, just that. Now I've added a view. Tell me it builds still. iOS build. Tofu luck. Oh, Binary Chef is here. Hey, Binary Chef. I don't know. hooray that you're here. Or maybe chicken dance for you. Tofu Luck, Coded Live is just a show where people try to code while chat tries to distract and troll them. Exactly, that's precisely what it is. And Ed's actually really good at this, because like he's very good in like switching gears, and so I get very easily distracted, and I can't, like you can totally troll and get me completely off the track. Ed is good at like knowing when to stay on track and just not read comments. I get very easily distracted. You know, they have item template for .NET New. Oh yes, I should have used that. And so what Dan is saying, I didn't have to just create a new file. I could have just said .NET New item template to Xaml. So what? I have a build failure. So what Dan is saying is essentially, hold on, let me clear this. If I do a .NET New list, so what Dan is saying, don't just create a file, use one of these. So the app itself is .NET MAUI, .NET New MAUI, but then I can just say .NET New content page is this MAUI page C#, MAUI page XAML. So I could have used those things, and yeah, not. Binary Chef, you can use my real name? No, you're a Binary Chef. Binary Chef is just cool. Yeah. Okay, but we have a build failure. Why? Now the iOS build is failing. Content page could not be found. What content page could not be found? This content page? I have the schema. What do you mean you can't find it? Main page is using that. Yeah, I need that. Well, not all of that, but I need that. So don't need the Cosmos. That's, I think, just the basics. Yeah, I need that. Hopefully that builds. So much effort just to get a build and a view going. Jeez, I'm slow. In like 1.5 hours, Ed would have built a whole Blazor app and just deployed to Azure by now. It's okay. Native takes time. Native has build issues. I still can't build for Mac Catalyst for some reason. But when you deploy a native app, it's beautiful because people can carry it on their phones and tablets and get on a plane and still use it, Ed. Okay, I am good. I'm back to building. Happy little blazers. Okay. Okay, what I want to do here is first display a Telerik list view, and then I can make the call and bring back the list of issues, right? Okay, and this is actually something I learned from a different project. So see this rad list view, which is the list view that I want to bring in. It has UI virtualization in it, right? So when you scroll, like when you bind it to 1 million records, for example, we don't obviously bind to 1 million records because that's going to just be a disaster on the UI thread. So when you scroll, we try to see where you are at, and we try to get the next 100, 200, whatever makes sense based on the view. So what this is telling you is we need to kind of know where you are in. So like you can put it in a stack layout as long as you have like as long as you're giving it some dimensions of like, here's my container view and where it ends. Like I would definitely not put it in a scroll view because that's just meant to be an endless scrolling thing. What I'm trying to say is like the list view, for the UI virtualization to work, it actually needs to know the size of the parent that you're in, so that we it's got a weird dependency. Like it needs to know, like don't make, if you can put it in a grid, just don't make it auto height, and so on. So let's get this thing going. So XML namespace. Okay, now let's see what's going to start breaking. Telerik data controls, assembly, Telerik MAUI. Oh, I need to do one thing, because I'm going to forget and everything is going to fail. That is in our startup. This right here, we have a new extension method. It's called .useTelerik in your .NET generic app builder host before you use MAUI app. All right, so MAUI program right here, builder .use, and it doesn't know what useTelerik is. What is the thing we have to add? Oh, these two. No, wait, that's in the Xaml. Okay, we go back to the Xaml. So it's not just that. We need to bring in these two things and close that. No, close this. Okay, so now we have Telerik data controls and we have the Telerik list view, and in our MAUI program we have useTelerik, which probably needs a namespace. So let me see. Let me go look at the other project where I had brought in stuff. And MAUI program.cs. Okay, so it needs the using Telerik MAUI controls compatibility. Using Telerik.MAUI, starting to do some, what is it? Controls.compatibility. So these are not handlers, these are renderers. So we are doing it in compatibility mode, and now it should know what the what that extension method is called useTelerik. Okay, if I do just this, will it break? Because I'm not using the view yet. Okay, I haven't switched to the view yet, but let's do this. iOS build should try to restore that, and it should pick up the useTelerik thing in the startup. Come on. Oh no, chat room is trolling me, and for some reason I can't highlight. Ed is talking about PWAs. Yes, it is doable, but it needs a little bit more ceremony and drama before you have offline support. So absolutely, it's doable. You can completely go to town with Blazor and make it a PWA. Oh, see, I have ammunition here because I'm hanging out with folks who love native stuff. So there you go, Ed. That's your answer. Hey, nothing wrong. Whatever floats your boat. My 2 cents is like PWAs are great for like simple scenarios like line of business ones. The moment you need anything native, like things fall apart very quickly because you just don't have, like you're still in that sandbox, the browser sandbox, and you just don't have access to stuff that you need. What are we going to do with Ed here? He wants a PWA on an Oculus. I don't know what to say anymore. Like we discovered AR, VR just so we can run a web app on our Oculus? Can your fancy MAUI run on Oculus? No, because Oculus is maintained by Facebook, and we don't want to be on Facebook. Yeah, native devs are super reasonable. Yeah. What is this? I'm not following here. Easy on, if I'm saying, making websites in VS Code. Why should I change to any other language like Python? No, you don't have to change. You do whatever works for you. You don't have to switch. It's meta, no, metaverse. Microsoft did something for Teams that was for metaverse, and people are like, don't use meta. Hey, we're not going to get into that conversation. Again, whatever works, right? After yesterday, I still want to know if Microsoft back. Yeah, everyone's talking about the metaverse all of a sudden. Where did we start? The build worked, right? The build worked. So we are good here. This one did not throw up all over the place. Use Telerik is fine. And now we can actually render a list view. We just want a list of names here. Yeah, that's fine. Before we go pull up from Azure Cosmos, we should just try to get it to work. So I am just going to grab this thing, right? And just drop it in here. Like I don't like this is the only one thing that I have in my content view. Okay, and then we're going to put it inside whatever container we need. Chat room. How am I going to get anything done when you are this chatty on a chat room? Of course you're meant to. Binary Chef. Yeah, not everything happens in metaverse. We can go meet people in person. Oh, and yeah, so easy on to your earlier question about Python. Binary Chef does Python day in and day out, but there is not a Python web framework. I like Python. It's still the greatest for scripting, data science, machine learning, TLDR. Use what's best for you. Yes, well said. Do what is right for you. Don't let anybody force you into anything. Yeah, so Tofuluck is kind of saying you can do whatever you want in VS Code. It's an editor. Yeah, it's got extensions for just about every language. Okay, chat room. Let me focus. No, you keep being chatty. That is the best part of having a chat room, right? Okay, we have a list view. Now what do I need to do? I have the XAML. Oh, I can bind. So let me grab this one here. Instead of just doing list view, we're going to do this. And now I have binding context. Yay. Okay, there we go. So it's a list view called list view. Binding is source, which we will fix because it's using a local view model that we can also fix. Okay, I just want to see it rendered. Okay, so all of this is fine for now. So we're going to grab. Wait, where's the view model? Yeah, we're going to grab this whole thing, which has the names. So in my MAUI program, we can close that now. In my XAML code behind, we're going to do the unthinkable and define a view model right here, because why not? We're just trying to see if the UI is going to render or not. So I have a thing called the view model, which has a thing called the source, which is items collection with the one string name of name, and it has a list of source items, and it's called source. And then the list view in my XAML markup is going to try to bind to that view model for my binding context, and the item source of the view model is set to source, and now it should know what name is, hopefully. Yes, hopefully that should work. Now we are still using main page. Let's switch. That is in my app XAML. No, it's in my app XAML.cs. Okay. Now, don't do this. Don't let friends new up a new main page, because this is not good for extensibility, but we're going to roll with this for now. We're going to switch this up and include some navigation and other stuff. But for now, can I make this the issue list view and call it a day? So what we're expecting is to see the new view with just the list view in it, the rad list view, and thanks for the follow, and just the list of names. Does that work? iOS build, fire it up. I'm getting hungry. It's almost lunchtime. Oh no. What? Initialize. I'm not even going to main page XAML. What are you trying to read? Yeah. Out of the box, VS Code is useless. But yes, the extensions is what lights up a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, you can use Python, you can use just about everything. Wait, there's something called Python.NET, so I understand it would... Really? I've never used this. Compile Python into a DLL and reference it from... Interesting. F#. Oh, F#. So, hold on. Since this was brought up, so there are 3 people on Earth who use F#. No, there are more people, but the whole reason why the MAUI architecture is different and nice is. Where was that diagram? Yeah, so this one here, see? So what we are doing is we are detaching the references of the renderers, like when you render a button in MAUI as to how it renders the native button. So we're detaching that from the XAML markup or the C# declarative markup in .NET MAUI to user interface. And then this is what Dan is and other people are fond of, because it's nice separation of concern. And now that MAUI button can be used from like reactive UI or F# or other things, or Comet, which if you want to do MVU, but I just don't know if there's a lot of interest in doing F# for .NET MAUI yet. Maybe we will, but F# seems to be like a very niche thing these days. Iron Python is what it's called. I don't know. Yeah. Binary Chef has got a broken website. Welcome. Well, at least your stuff is actually breaking in production. My stuff doesn't build locally. So good to see you, Binary Chef. Yeah. Where are we? We are back to initialize component does not. See, this is some of the tooling things. Like I didn't do anything to make it have that error, but now it's complaining. This tooling really needs to settle down for MAUI. Okay, so what did I do? All I did was just switch the main page. And that's enough for it to blow up all over the place? Can't be right. Main page is of the type content page, so is this. And there's nothing in here that should blow up. It's in the same namespace. Okay, well, now does the Mac Catalyst build work? Oh, hold on. This is good. First time chat, but yeah, useful stuff. You'll probably need to create a content page and make its content the list view, then set main page to the new content page. That's what I did. But thank you for trying to help. That's exactly what I did, I think. But builds have been super flaky for me. because it just doesn't like weird things. Like I got like C++ errors on my build where I was not doing anything. Okay, now I'm getting the same build error on Mac Catalyst and iOS. What did I do? Okay, so if I go back to main page, that works. iOS build. Main page equal to new content. Okay, now see, nothing works. Even the main page doesn't work. .NET MAUI tooling. What are you doing with the builds? What have I changed? Nothing. Let me proceed. I'm using main page just the way it was out of the box. Like, does it not pick up the code changes that I'm making? What is going on? Something in the CS proj? What is in the CS proj? Now I'm back to what it was before. Is there a reference to main page in the CS proj? Can't be right. Use MAUI is set to true. Single project is true. There is no reference, nothing in the CS proj. What? Anybody have any ideas as to what this might be? Because all we did was change this one line of code and it got all upset with me. Mac Catalyst build, maybe. No. Blazer Mr. Magoo is here. Is MAUI your AI assistant? You're talking to her a lot. Are you trolling me, Mr. Magoo? I wish MAUI was my assistant and at least it was listening to me, because it just doesn't want to do anything that I want it to do. Yeah, I wish I had an AI assistant that will tell me what I'm doing wrong with my builds, because it would not build for me. Main page is a content page. What is it that you don't like? All right, I'm going to close VS Code and try it in case like anything was being held and not picked up in the build. Famous last words. I didn't change anything. I don't know. What are you complaining about? Counter label does not exist. Yeah, I know, because I switched it. Oh, maybe there is a reference left in counter label. No, let's look at main page Xaml. No, that's all right there. Oh, wait a second. This is called Sands of MAUI main page, and no, this is called issue list view now. And I'm not even using the new view. All I wanted was just to switch, and now it's back to... I don't understand. So I new up main page. That should new up this guy here, and that's a content page. Initialize component. Yeah, last words. I didn't change anything here. Why are you giving me a hard time? And I obviously cannot change it to the thing that I wanted to change it to because it's going to bark at me. Anyone have any ideas? Because I'm out of ideas. I have .NET 6 version of that shirt. Yeah. Implicit usings. That's a big thing. With like minimal APIs and other stuff in .NET. In fact, like I can actually start using some of the things in .NET MAUI, some of the global implicit things, but I'm just trying to get off the ground and make things work, which nothing works. Issue list view, that's what I want to do, but it is complaining. Wait a second, now the only difference is this is inside a folder called views, but that should not make any difference, right? Because it's all in the same namespace. I don't know. I might have to give up. AppCL. This is one of those like classic errors in .NET MAUI, where you don't know what it's failing on. No, that's for MAUI check. It's from 2013. Yeah, that's this should be like the like we should get this like printed for like developers, like I'm losing the battle today, but I'll be back after lunch. I'll be back tomorrow. The war is not lost. I'm just losing for today. It's tooling. I mean, there's just nothing we can do sometimes. Why? Using Visual Studio, open the property window, make it no. Final fix .NET standard bug. Did you delete bin and obj already? Oh. I could try that. Yes. All right. Thank you, Mr. Magoo. Blazer, Mr. Magoo. I can try doing that. Oh, and what's the other suggestion here? Oh, I see. Shouldn't have to. But let me try both things, okay? Let me try both. So I'm gonna go in here. Sands of MAUI, right there. And bin and obj. Okay, let me blow away this one. I hope it'll just get it back when I do a build. Obj props targets. Thank you for the follow. Move. Okay, gone. Now will you build, please? Oh, hey, that's good to know. Let me see if I can say your name, like Emir Hergul. Hello. Istanbul is a beautiful place. So welcome on board. You are catching me when nothing will build, which is a beautiful time as a developer, right? Okay, so no, Blazer Mr. Magoo, it's the bin and obj are being rebuilt. Let's go back and see. Yeah, build, debug it, rebuild that for .NET 6 iOS. That's for the simulator. Ref, it doesn't have all the DLLs, but debug obj. Yes, it's got all of that stuff. But what is breaking? Let's go back to main page again. See the content page thing, Terry Seg, like this is the default. Okay, hang on. Maybe something is off with the terminal. Okay, let's kill that. Let's restart. Well, actually, hold on. Let me try a different build first. Like Maui hello. Let's see if Maui hello is going to build, and then we'll know if it's really me or it is. No, I don't want that. No, that was from my clipboard where I'm trying to search. I want the dotNET build tool, which is this. Emir Hergul is asking, where am I from? Nowhere as beautiful as Istanbul, but I can show you. So this one builds, by the way. Digressing here for a second, I am from a little place called Northwest Pennsylvania. Maps. In the United States, we have 5 very big lakes up north, right? That's Atlantic and Pacific, right? So if I zoom in, these are the 5 Great Lakes. The biggest one I think is Superior, then Michigan, then Huron, then Ontario. Erie maybe is the second smallest one. I think Ontario is the smallest one. So right up by Lake Erie is a place called Erie. That's where I'm at, in between like Cleveland and Buffalo in Northwest Pennsylvania. And this is what we all often call the chimney. So this is Ohio, and this is New York. And Pennsylvania is a very big state, but there is like a part of Pennsylvania, you can see like from the dotted lines up there, there's a little part of Pennsylvania that just kind of sticks out in between Ohio and New York. So if you're going like east to west, you can actually cross Pennsylvania in like 30-40 minutes. But like for me to go from here to all the way to the other side of the state, which is like Philadelphia, it's like a 7-8 hour drive. It's a very big state. But yeah, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Okay, so I can build other Mac Catalyst projects. Oh, Blazor Mr. Magoo is pointing to same error with possible solutions. Stacko. Okay, let's try your solutions. Where was I? And come back here. I want to go into Sands of MAUI and do the Mac Catalyst build again. No, I am getting the error on just that build. Okay, so now I my chat room is actually on a different machine, so I actually have to go and look up what you're saying here on my machine. That, right? When I created content, wait, what? Set up my dev environment, following the steps. Maui check tool is good. When I created a content page in VS, it's still pointing to Xamarin Forms. After changing the namespace to Maui, I updated the build action, right click. What? Because I added that thing, but like right now I'm on main page, right? This is just the default thing. Okay, let's try that. And this is where it gets kind of crazy, because Visual Studio 2022 for Mac is not supposed to be working with .NET MAUI yet, but we will try this one time. Open the solution for Sands of MAUI. That's the solution file, and it's going to throw a bunch of errors. That's fine. Yeah, Emir, yeah, do what you need to do with your education, and yeah, America is a beautiful country. So, views, that's my view. build action. Compile. Maui CSS, Maui XAML. I think it's meant to be Maui XAML. It is, right? I don't know. Oh, no, Visual Studio is trying to restore packages. Don't even try that, Visual Studio. You're not meant to work with Maui yet. It's going to fail gloriously. Copy the project folder, close, open. What is it that we are missing? I don't know. What did you, the build action to what? I uploaded the build action of XAML page to Maui XAML. That is what I have. Okay, let's do Maui as well. Change the build action to Maui XAML. It is set to Maui XAML. That's what it should be. See how VS complains about everything. All the squigglies come back. So we don't want to use VS for Mac. Oh, I don't know. Like Tofulok was saying, the battle may be lost, but I'll come back and fight the war, because I have no idea why it's complaining. Let's try a iOS build. Where's my iOS build? That one. And if this fails, we're gonna stop, because I've been like 2 hours in streaming and haven't made much progress, which is fine. Errors are good. We are alive, yes, we are very much alive, because we can't build. I think it's got something to do with the tooling, because there is nothing. Oh, wait a second. Maui App Builder claims that finding microserver. What? I have no idea. I'll have to look around, because it's refusing to know that main page is defined here as a content page. It's right there. Okay. Alright folks, I don't want to be stuck and just trying to look things up and just trying to see what I need to build. I hope I don't have to like drop this project and recreate another project from scratch, because this should work. There's nothing in my code that should fail. There's nothing. This is what the boilerplate code looks like. Application is Maui controls application. Oh, and let me check my program on time. There's nothing in here. Well, I can turn off the use Telerik for a second and see if that builds. There shouldn't be anything. No, it's not that. Okay, so let's pause for here. I will try to figure out this error, and I promise that I'll build out this whole app on stream. But like it's a long wait for me to like wait for every Thursday. So I might do a stream here and there in between, trying to move this forward. But I have to figure out this error first, and then see what I can do. So essentially, we are at a point where we can, and again, for those of you joining that you didn't get to see what I was doing at all from the beginning, I'm trying to make an app out of this. So we have a little newsletter that goes out every Monday that talks about the Maui news. It's like 5 pieces of news items. I'm trying to put this all into an app that I can push to iOS or Android stores. And I have a cloud backend. It's in Azure Cosmos DB. I have the issues in there, and I'm going to pull back some HTML. And I wrote a console app where I was able to ping the Azure services and bring the data down. I was trying to show it in a list in a Maui app, which is where the build stopped working. So we will live another day and see what I can do to fix that build. So I will move this forward another day, but Yeah, it's been a long 2 hours. So thank you, chat room, for hanging out with me. All of the people, Amir and Blazer, Mr. Magoo, and Ed and Dan and Binary Chef and everybody. I love you all. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully I can move this forward another stream. But hopefully you are well and you're trying to be as productive as you can. Take care, and we shall see you on another stream. Okay, bye for now.